This presentation on the new equal pay laws in Massachusetts is brought to you by the HR engineers. The newest equal pay law went into effect as of July 1st, 2018. This law intentionally works against the gender pay gap and includes some very specific language, as in the case of Section 105A. No employer shall discriminate in any way in the payment of wages as between the sexes, or pay any person in their employ salary or wage rates less than the rates paid to employees of the opposite sex for work of like or comparable character, or work on like or comparable operations. You might find yourself asking, is this really a new law? Well, yes and no. It's a new law based on an older one. In 1945, Massachusetts became the first state in the country to make it unlawful for an employer to discriminate between men and women in the payment of wages. Because of some vague language and narrow interpretation, the old law was seldom used or enforced, mostly due to how comparable work was interpreted. The new law is much more specific and adds new teeth to the law with a detailed definition of comparable work. Let's get the hang of this new law with a quick and easy quiz, shall we? XYZ Eldercare owns nursing homes around the state of Massachusetts. Mia works as an RN at the facility in Newton, Massachusetts. She has 5 years of experience. Dan works as an RN at the facility in Gardner, Massachusetts. He has 5 years of experience as well. Should these two employees receive the same rate of pay based on the Equal Pay Act? Apex, a children's toy maker, is headquartered in Hong Kong. Adrian is a college graduate and is the Customer Service Department Manager at the Distribution Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. Robin is a high school graduate and the Marketing Department Manager at the same distribution center in Worcester, Massachusetts. Should these two employees receive the same rate of pay based on the Equal Pay Act? Mountaintop Brewing owns a bottling plant in Lynn, Massachusetts. Ralph works as a bottle capper. He has 2 years of experience and makes $30,000 a year. Sarah works as a bottle capper as well. She has 2 years of experience and makes $35,000 a year. Should these two employees receive the same rate of pay based on the Equal Pay Act? Before we get to the answers on the quiz, let's cover the provisions of the new law. As mentioned before, no employer can discriminate on the basis of gender in the payment of wages, or pay any person in their employ a salary or wage less than the rates paid to employees of a different gender for comparable work. Comparable work is defined as work that is substantially similar in requiring substantially similar skills, effort, and responsibility, and is performed under similar working conditions. This is also to make clear that job title and job description alone does not determine comparability. Additionally, it is unlawful practice for an employer to seek the wage or salary history of a prospective employee from the applicant or their current or former employer. There are a few exceptions to the new law, some that might help you with the little quiz we're soon to return to. Variations in wages shall not be prohibited, which is to say, variations in wages shall be allowed if based upon 1. A system rewarding seniority with the employer, provided that time spent on leave due to pregnancy-related condition as well as parental, familial, and medical leave do not reduce seniority. 2. A merit system. 3. A system which measures earnings by quantity or quality of production, sales, or revenue. 4. The geographic location of the job. 5. The education, training, or experience to the extent that such factors are related to a job. And 6. Travel, if the travel is regular and a necessary condition of the job. Are you ready to see how you fared on the quiz? Would you like to see those slides again? Well, if you're ready for the answers. In regards to Mia and Dan at the XYZ elder care facilities, the answer is no, they should not receive the same pay. Mia may be paid more than Dan because she works in Newton, which has the highest cost of living in the state of Massachusetts, as compared to where Dan works in Gardner, which has the lowest cost of living in the state. For Apex, the company with headquarters in Hong Kong, the answer is yes, Adrian and Robin should receive the same pay. Why? 1. While Adrian does have a college degree, it's in geology, which isn't particularly relevant to making children's toys. 2. The two jobs have different job titles but are classified as comparable work under the new law. They require substantially similar skills, efforts, and responsibilities, all while working in similar working conditions. 3. While the headquarters are elsewhere, Massachusetts laws apply as the work is done in Massachusetts. And finally, in the case of Mountaintop Brewing, no, Ralph and Sarah should not receive the same pay. Sarah earns more per year because she receives an incentive bonus. Sarah caps more bottles per hour with fewer rejected bottles than Ralph does. This has been a look at the new equal pay law in Massachusetts with a few exercises on how it may be applied. That's all from us, the HR engineers. Are there any further questions, comments, or concerns? You can find us through our website, by phone, or by email. Contact the HR engineers today and let us put our HR expertise to work for you.